All right, so here's a quick breakdown of Amazon stock. Here's a little technical analysis video I wanted to get out before Monday's opening. So Amazon, after earnings, had a massive sell-off. We Earnings was actually a good earnings. It was up, it's like a surprise, about 23%. However, it's still sold off. I think it's selling off a little bit because of a whatever monopolistic lawsuit that's going on, that there's some type of monopoly. I mean, they tried to do this with Microsoft back in the early 2000s. It kind of hit Microsoft stock, but look at Microsoft stock now. It's like one of the highest market cap stocks in the stock market. So here's what I'm looking at for Amazon, whether to buy or sell. Amazon was trending in this rising wedge. The rising wedge broke lower. Typically breaks lower 68% of the time. What I'm looking at right now is this support level right here. This support level I do not want to see broken. However, I would enter or begin to enter on the support level because you had a rising wedge. I'm going to take this out. I'll show you what that bar is in a second. And if you zoom in, you had a breakout. You had a retest, what's called a bearish retest of this trend line. It didn't break back in, and it looks like it's falling back down. Here was our 200 simple moving average, and it didn't even hold there. It tried to for a couple of days, but it just didn't manage, and it fell through. So, a couple of things to look at it, and there's a couple of TA ways of looking at this stock. So this line here is going to give us our target downfall. Where this came from is drawing literally from the bottom of the pattern to the top of the pattern. You draw a line, you go to where your breakout is. It's on the downside, and we come down here. It looks like it's kind of going to about this 2196, $2,200 level. That kind of coincides where we had a double top back in February, where the stock came up, got rejected, fell back down, and then managed to break up. I'm not saying we have to go down to this. What I'm saying is, technical analysis says that this is our next level of support. We have a couple of support levels in between, but we could target ourselves down here to a possible actual drop. We go to the weekly. Sometimes I'm looking at this. It does get us on the weekly right back down. If this drop is true, right down to 200. Amazon hasn't hit the 200 SMA on the weekly chart in probably over a decade, so I don't know if it's going to go down that far. But we do have the 80 and we have the 100. So, like I say, I'm always into building positions. If it gets down here, I would start to enter a position of Amazon if you're not currently in it. If you're looking to add to your position, this would be my next stop here on the 100. And if and should Amazon ever drop back down here and we see this price, I would back the truck up and just buy as much Amazon as possible. So here's my weekly breakdown of Amazon.